Hello, friends. I'm meteorologist Zack Shields. What a very unusual summer week. Temperatures way below 100. In fact, we've been in the 70s and 80s for highs, and we keep getting rounds and rounds of rain. This is how much rain we've received so far, estimated by the radar, and we had widespread areas getting 1, 2, 3, 4 inches of rain, and then just west of the hill country, in between Harper and Junction, we had a bullseye of 6 to 10 inches of rain. So we didn't have any flooding rains over Mason or Llano counties. It happened upstream of the Llano River, which begins about right in here. So some of that rainwater, a lot of it, is rushing down the Llano River, and it did reach flood mode last night. And we still have a flood warning for the Llano River in Mason and Llano counties until tomorrow morning. At 11:10 last evening, the Llano River was at 2.7 feet. And then it quickly went up in 30 minutes to 14.5 feet, and then eventually crested at 12:40 this morning at 17.3 feet, putting it in moderate flood stage. It will continue to drop throughout the rest of today with less rain in the area. Still 2 feet above flood stage. This water has to go somewhere, and it's rushing down the Llano River, and we're tracking it for you, and it's ending up in Lake LBJ. The LCRA started floodgate operations to get this water downstream safely so we don't have any significant flooding along the Colorado River. And now they have 2 floodgates open at Wirtz Dam on Lake LBJ. After it passes through that dam, it ends up in Lake Marble Falls. And they have 3 floodgates open at Starkey Dam. After it flows through this dam, it ends up in Lake Travis. And some wonderful news. So far, it's holding steady, but it will be on the rise. The LCRA is projecting in the next 24 hours, Lake Travis could be 3 to 5 feet higher. It's not going to fill it up, but it's going in the right direction. Now, we didn't see a lot of heavy rain across the northern hill country, so Lake Buchanan is holding steady. We've decreased the rain chances today, didn't take them out completely. But that boundary that was anchored right on top of us the last couple of days, getting us that beneficial rain, has shifted more to the south, and that's where we're dealing with the widespread heavy rain along the coast. And the upper low associated with it, you see it spinning counterclockwise, it's over the Big Bend, and that continues to drop more to the south, and that's going to hurt our rain chances from Austin out into the hill country. The prime locations for rain over our eastern counties, like around LaGrange, and this is going to be a late day event. By 4 o'clock, some storms are trying to sneak in from the south, primarily from I-35 eastward. Nothing like the last couple of days. They're going to be isolated in nature. The widespread, the numerous showers and storms will stay off to our southeast all the way through tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, we'll have a better push of those showers and storms moving on in. In the next 2 days, instead of inches of rain, on average, if you get stuck underneath a couple of these downpours, you could pick up 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, but all the models are hinting at the possibility that the highest rain totals for the next 48 hours will be across our eastern counties. Something we'll have to monitor very closely. This tropical air mass, it's here to stay for the rest of the weekend of the weekend, so it's not going to take much heating of the day to get those afternoon showers and storms to bubble up. But the flooding risk is shifting more to the southeast. We've been downgraded to a marginal risk around here for today and tomorrow, a slight to moderate risk of flooding in southeast Texas and southwestern Louisiana. Here is the setup. We have this unusual low digging more to the south in the middle of summer. That doesn't happen very often, and that is putting a dip in the storm track. And that storm track is right here from Texas to the East Coast, parallel to that stalled front. And this is where we're going to find the rain corridor, and it's going to keep that heat dome out to our west. And we'll have plenty of fuel to work with. The air is going to dry out somewhat in the mid-levels of the atmosphere today and tomorrow. That's going to hurt our rain chances also. But it will surge back in because that boundary that will be hanging out along the coastal plains through Thursday will start to wobble more to the north. That will bring back the moisture, more energy, and the coverage of rain will increase Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that's when our rain chances will increase. So how much more rain are we expecting around here? From I-35 eastward, including the Austin Metro, down to LaGrange, Giddings, Bastrop, inch and a half, not out of the question. Maybe a little more in some spots. 1/2 inch to 1 inch in the hill country. Enjoy the rain in the area and the heat relief because it goes all bye-bye next week. Back to reality. That heat dome starts to build on in, shutting down the rain and crank up the heat. And it's going to feel more like the middle of summer next week, but not out of control. For the next 7 to 10 days, we're going to keep it below 100 degrees. But with rain still the forecast, make sure you download our free Fox 7 weather app to get the latest weather information, have access to that interactive radar.